Good evening, guys. Welcome to session 11. Hope you're well. Sunday evening stream. What a frustration. Monday's right around the corner. Terrible. Well, what can you do? Hope you guys had a good weekend though. Currently in the gather bush script, just to make sure that gathered branches are put right into the player inventory and only spawn on the ground needed. The glorious sounds of World of Warcraft, which is, funnily enough, not reporting any or not causing any copyright infractions so far. Not Monday yet. Yeah, it's close enough though. Hi man, all good? For you it's already Monday, shit. Nice. Just spontaneously popping the stream and figured I could try to fix some stuff. Maybe I'll start with the cooking. I'll pick some stuff I want to work on. Just try to get it done. Putting in some cleanup stuff. Oh wait, it's separate. Why did I do that? What the hell? Why is it instantly what the hell? Spawn per. Oh, I'm instantly hiding that, okay. I don't need that stuff here. Oh, I'm confused. So we'll have the branch be spawned as a simulated weapon holder a bit in the air, 1 meter in the air, so it will fall down, so it should not disappear into the ground actually. Anything? No, it should be fine. Okay. Crunch this. Now what else? We need a recipe to create kindle from wooden logs. Now we can also try utility requirements. Kindle. This is the very basic crafting system. Yeah, sure, man. That'll be cool. Just consider it can only be inventory materials into inventory output. That's the only rule. So yeah, feel free to do that. I'm just adding the campfire kit that is made from wooden logs and rags and burlap, so we have all options. Then we need 2 wooden logs here. Kindle 3. Rags. That would actually be great if you could do that. So dude, you have experience with dogs. You have a golden retriever or had one, understood? Quickly check if it's actually wooden logs, I don't remember. Wooden logs, okay. Hmm. Now actually, since now I would need another parameter here. Basically, usually it's multiple materials into one new object, and here it would be 1 wooden log that is crafted into maybe 4 or 5 splints, 4 or 5 kindle. And you got another, yeah. Do you still have it? Have the dog, or still have him or her? So I read and obviously hear a lot that Labradors, Golden Retrievers, and apparently Dalmatians are really good family dogs, from the medium-sized to bigger dogs. But you have values for returned items and amount. I no. Just returned item, but not an amount, so we would actually need one more para, and we can just add it in the end. Alter that. Oops. So yeah, I was looking at Dalmatians, and apparently they're quite good beginner dogs and family dogs. Yeah, I'm going to add it, so you have one for it returns one, and if you need more objects returned, then you can just increase it. So just the last argument. Yeah. Exactly. We, for example, if we can scavenge laptops or electronic devices, then you can scavenge that from your inventory into like multiple electronic parts. That'd be good. You could even have 1 plus random, 1 plus floor. So we have full numbers. Random 5, right? Hey Zen, how are you doing? Zen, we've just been talking about dogs. You had a Labrador, right? Little angel. There's a lot of passive aggressivity there. I don't know what you're doing wrong, man. My boy sleeps. But he's also not sick, so... Good luck, man. Good luck. I feel with you. Maybe put the stream on loud so my soothing voice will knock her out. Kindle. Right. Crafting. So we need a... Hold on. Missing some stuff here. Boldness, okay, that's one. Crafting object. The second. Materials. Main material. Acquired mat. Knife. Amount of mark. Okay. Utility needed. There'll be something that needs to be nearby, like a workbench. And then we'd have... Okay, what's that? Near water. Near water required, I guess. Art, so 5. I put that there, I don't know. Selection is 10. 6. And craft output should be 7. She would be traumatized, yes, indeed. They're priced by the spot. Can we get like a drum set for Eiston for this one? Dude, that was a dad joke. You made a dad joke, which is okay, but that was a total dad joke. You're growing into it, man. How much emotion? I don't know. Here in Switzerland, most of these dogs that I've looked at, or in Germany actually, they're about 1,000 euros, I think. Can't see any prices. Oh, some topic to read into. Should be a dog that's I think most interesting dogs, just really what you have to put into is the time to make sure they walked adequately. Oh right, you had a special retriever, yeah. I remember a flat-coated retriever. It was a nice one. My in-laws, they have two Rhodesian Ridgebacks. They're like awesome, gorgeous dogs, but also really expensive. The cool thing about one of them is that he's actually not considered a perfect breed because of he has like white spots on his palms. And that's not even expensive. I think the Rhodesian Ridgebacks were way more expensive. Yeah, Yago, I remember. I love that dog. And yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, they're like Weimaraner and Ridgebacks, crazy. But they're nice dog. I mean, he has two of them now. And a picture somewhere. They're awesome dogs. I love them. And they listen really well, but I think they're really, really intense because they have a lot of power, a lot of energy, and their puberty is awful. Like they have like they can learn stuff, and at puberty they get into puberty a couple of times, I think, and they have the phases where they unlearn everything, so you start from scratch again. I mean, they're really powerful dogs. You cannot, if you do not train them really well, you cannot hold them physically strong. So I figured, yeah, maybe a dog that is friendly, family friendly. But since we live like even roared with a garden, in a bit in the countryside, we can still get a dog that needs to go for walks. So like 2 or 3 hours a day. Yeah, I think the only reason for me to get a breed is I guess it's a bit more predictable what you get, especially with kids. But I don't know, the whole breeding community mindset seems a bit weird. Scooby, yeah, that was a some sort of collie, right? Like white and black. So yeah, I mean, I think for me the whole thing about the overbreeding is not that attractive. So it seems to me that I'd rather have something that is a bit of a mix, and maybe healthier. because there's some mixed blood, and that's just not it's weird breeding that also causes some issues, but still reading into it. I think overbreeding is a big issue, a big health issue for dogs, especially bigger dogs. Border Collie, yeah, I remember him as well. So my master plan, of course, then is to mix my soon-to-be Dalmatian with the Rhodesian Ridgeback, right? So you'd get this awesome dog here. An awful picture. Kinda dig that dog, that'll be cool. But I think they're really rare. So yeah. I think ideally you'd get one from a shelter. To me that seems to be a bit of a crazy world, breeding community. But yeah, I mean, first we were expecting like a second baby in October. So first that, and then, you know, maybe I will not be that motivated to get a dog, because it's a lot of work, obviously. And I think you really need to be, you know, to keep in mind that it will be work, it will be education, what's Erziehung? Shit, I forgot the English word. Make sure they're trained well, spend a lot of time with them, have enough time to walk them, to make sure they're treated well and adequate to their needs, right? Alright, so we have put in the new arguments. It's a fair, yeah, absolutely. I was, an ex-girlfriend of mine had a dog, a really cool dog, very well, I forgot the name again, but trained, let's call it trained. But it's intense. I mean, you just, it's just not fair if you're not able to walk them, to spend time with them, to challenge them like according to their intelligence, mentally and physically. So, but I think it also, like, if it's a family dog, it fits well into a family. It also helps you to make sure to stay active, go for walks together. Craft output. No. Right. So my plan is I'll just read up on the topic. I'll educate myself, especially on the races. I think it's very good for the kids, yeah. And I mean, he's used to dogs from the in-laws, like dogs, and you know, just need to take it seriously, spend time, be good. Right. So we could enter an exit here if we're not near the required util needed. If it's not equal to empty, and player if the player is not near a utility object within 7 meters. Give it some range. Blah 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 blah. Is equal to that returns an empty array, so no utility object is nearby, a workbench or whatever. Lazy evaluation here. So it only checks this condition if it actually needs a utility. Then we exit with system chat. No. We could get the display name of the utility needed now and enter it here, but that's overkill. No utility nearby. We might have to extend that so the players actually know what they need to be next to. You have a lot of time to decide. Yeah, it's not something I'll do now. I'll wait for the second kid, and see how it develops. I think even here in the current flat we're in, we cannot have one, so it will be something for the next place we live. Okay. Output amount. Feed that argument into the event and into the hold action, and then declare it. Right. It also seems that the Dalmatians are quite easy with, as in their hair, like low maintenance. Because of the type of hair they, which is also a plus, especially for my wife, I think. That'll be my winning argument. Yeah. Yeah, I remember both were, especially the border collie, I think he had quite long hair. I see. Needs to be the right time as well. I mean, now with family it makes most sense for me. Before it you know, wouldn't, it's not, doesn't make sense if you're not really at home. Wouldn't be fair for the dog. Right, okay. So crafting should now... should work. Lots of brushing. Yeah, so I read up on some of the dog traits, and it's quite interesting, like what characters they have. But the Labrador seems to be like they have that urge to please you, sort of. So this is probably why they're an easy dog in general for families. This is also one that seems to be recommended for families. Berner Sennenhund. It's a Swiss breed, I think. Kind of cool. They have a really cool character apparently. But then, yeah, long hair and you can never look at the puppies. If you just look at the puppy pictures, you want all of them. Yeah. I think the Labrador and the Golden Retrievers, they're both a similar breed, right? It's both retrievers, or is the retriever the type of dog? I understand they're like somehow related, right? And then there's this new breed, the Labradoodle, which seems to be even better for families. But personally, I don't like the curly hair, so that's just a very um, optical, optical, visual thing that I don't like about dogs when they have curly hair. Not cool, I know. But, both retrievers, okay. So different types of retrievers. Okay. Did you guys do with your dogs? Did you do like active like trainings and courses, and you know, there's like this agility and all that weird stuff. And I think for some dogs it seems to be really good because you can learn how to train them right, but also they have a lot of fun doing it if they're like intelligent dogs, to mentally challenge them. I mean, I'll probably just do everything with YouTube videos, you know. I'll do everything, I just learn it on YouTube and try to apply it. Not sure if that's a good idea. Okay, so we have a crafting system that should be able to... agility. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that'll be something. I just give them love. Oh yeah, did you have multiple dogs? That's cool. I think the whole education, like Begleitung and yeah, love and time and attention, obviously. So you have multiple golden retrievers or different different types of dogs. And you had them or you still have them? I'm not sure if I got that before. And it's crazy how you bond with those animals. I mean, the one I had for maybe 4 years, 3 years. I looked after him sometimes under the week and usually on the weekends, all weekend, like Friday to Saturday to Sunday. And you kind of bond with those animals, like really cool. Like it is a family member. You really care for them and stuff like that. 5. Okay. Be fine. You need one log for a couple of kindle. Nice. That's like a kid's dream, right? You find a dog you can bring home and nurture, and then parents accept it, hopefully. Or did you have to hide her? $15 years, but that's a good age, I think, right? Especially for big dogs. Dog I looked after was a Berger de Pyrénées. They're like awesome dogs. And he died, I think, 1 year ago. And he had a good age. He got like 14, I think. And the cool thing about that dog, well, not the cool thing, but he looked different. He had shorter hair because, like the previous owners, they would shave him. They shouldn't though. But once you shave them, you need to do that all over again because their fur is growing differently. Yeah. It was one of the best things that could happen to 12-year-old boy. Yeah, it's a lot of responsibility though. Yeah, and it's good that you stick to it. I mean, that's something as a parent, like, you need to be able to take full responsibility for it, right? Because you can give it to your kids, but in the end, you only for yourself can make the decision that I want the dog. I know what it's all about. So if I get a dog, I would be, in my mind, I would know that I would have to take care of it mainly. Age of cat. Yeah, I think big dogs usually like 8 to 12 years from what I saw now. Right, I think we can try it. I'm a bit nervous. I messed it up. What about Scooby? Completed, okay. I'm not sure, by the way, if you see that, but this is the Star Citizens launcher. I wanted to try it again this weekend, but was just too tired. So maybe next weekend I'll give Star Citizens a try. Although I heard that the current patch is very unstable. But yeah, we'll see. Right. Let's start it up. Oh, 18! I mean, you got those dogs when I was maybe 10? Yeah, that's maybe 20 years ago, I guess. Plus minus. Been a while. Every patch is unstable, yeah. So I heard. I'd like to have a Dalmatian with like black ears. That'd be cool. Come on. Cute. The hell? Oh, that's okay, that's weird. He's a good boy. Alright, what a weird stream. Sorry guys, I'm a bit obsessed with the dog idea. I bought the bloody global mobilization thingy and I can just, it never is applied to ArmA it seems. There should be a map, right? Yeah. I think it's just the three of us anyway, so maybe Beop is still here. Beop, are you a dog person or more of a cat person? Plot twist, he's a dog. Oh, I need to enable it in the ArmA launcher. That's weird, okay. Oh, DLC here, okay. Oh, right. Thanks. Oh, okay. That's why some contact items are bugging. I like cats more, right? Fair enough, man, fair enough. The full campaign, okay. Yeah, I just want the helicopters and the plane and the map. Although I heard the map is not that great. I'll have a look. My brother bought a cat, and my wife and I, when she was rather young, like the cat, not my wife. The cat was a baby cat. We looked after her, and I do like animals, you know. I like cats and stuff, but I would not have a cat anymore. Yeah, I think that's why my contact DLC items are maybe bugging out, because I'm getting premium restriction messages for stuff that I own, but I just noticed that contact is not active. Should probably take away the cam shakes from the bush gathering. Branches gathered. Yay! Genius. Just murdered a rabbit. No one said anything. Yet I would know. I love animals. Bam! That's just testing if you guys are paying attention. Okay, so that seems to be right. Where did my gear go? Right, I didn't even eat it, so... Sorry, Bunny, that I killed your mommy, or... She was she was pregnant, and her other kids were watching. Oh, I screwed up. Where's the X? Oh, I should use a saw for rabbits. Yeah, Eisen, you might know that, but there is a mod that creates sort of Monty Python style zombie rabbits. Okay. Okay, works. Wait, what? After 2, okay, that's fair. 1 plus 1 random, plus 4 random, or 5 random. One thing. Crafting. Where is that bloody hint? Go away, hint. I like you. Now, I don't want to be able. I want that we need a X for that to split wood logs into kindle. And we do one more with a saw so that you could also do it with a saw. Does that make sense? Make voice acting ate a fried rabbit. Ate chips. What's that? I'm not getting a reference here, I think. Yuck. Can you guys stop talking about bunnies and rabbits? Because I'm hungry now. Let me get something to eat. Right back. Right, let's switch music again, because else we're getting copyright strikes again. Crunch crunch. Yeah, I was actually getting chips indeed. I get fat while streaming. It's Corpil. I can send it to you. I think the dude proposed it to me. Corpil Kani. They're pretty awesome. Dude, you can all wait, where is it? Corpil Kani. Can I share that? There. They're pretty cool. And the other one, maybe. Yeah, the dude needs to send it, but he sent me another similar band. Docs, stream memo, docs. Yeah. The dude is keeping track of our. Yeah, it's on Discord now. Ah, it's awesome. I cannot really use it on the stream because they get detected and I get copyright. Last stream I actually got a message that they would my stream would go off if I use it. So I mean, I don't mind if I get demonetized. But gosh, it doesn't really matter. But if the stream is turned off, then that's a bit pointless, right? All right, I'm off to choose some chips. Right, I just added the actual tool requirement because that was apparently not in before, not properly at least. So you cannot. Just thinking where I should add it, if I should add it in. Yeah, no, I add it here. So the ult action does not get added if you do not have the required tools or if you're not near the required utility. It is complicated. Oh yeah. We can remove the bush chopping, camshake. Cookies. Go, 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 go. Yeah, everyone get some chips and watch funny Dalmatian pups. What's contact platform? Oh, okay, okay. Come on, what quality is Oh god. Everling in Winter. Wie gut. So let's see how bad this map really is. I like that the walls have a proper texture. Okay, yeah. Can live with that. It's quite flat, it seems. Dude, honey waffle cookies. That's I have them with I have that with caramel. I'm actually going to get that afterwards. It's like these Netherlandish waffles, but instead with honey they have they have the same with caramel. Oh, I need to get those now. Yeah, I mean I'm okay. Makes sense in Germany. Like, can be really flat there. It's a bit weird as a Swiss sometimes. If you travel from Switzerland to the neighboring countries, usually you drive into a complete flat area. It's a bit too flat though. I mean that. Okay. No, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, exactly. In Germany it looks like that. Like in some regions, it's not. It's realistic. I like how green it is. Yeah. This is cool. This is kind of cool. So a huge forest. That's kind of cool. Ah, the possibilities. Oh, I think that wasn't there a border wall? They're all custom buildings, it seems. Hmm. Why did this map get so much hate? I don't get it. Every building I've looked at has, in my opinion, proper interiors. Yeah, I don't know about that, but there's no objects. A lot of objects. Wait, what? Okay. No comments. You would so it's clearly a map for a mill sim. There's not much ambient like clutter. You'd have to spawn in like stuff. Interesting. Let's see if the so Eiston, maybe for your explanation, this is a map and a DLC for ArmA that has been made by fans, like by the community, in collaboration with Bohemia Interactive. Yeah, but so okay, so it's a bit of there seems to be a bit of a toxicity issue, right? I mean, Nah, I haven't even played through the vanilla and the vanilla campaign, and I think the whole release got quite a bit of hate. I mean, yeah, what I guess what do you expect? Like, that's just the gaming community as well, I guess. Oh, okay. Loot seems to be working. Yeah, loot's definitely working. Cool. No, that's true. That's true. I mean, it is a different expectation, but I don't know. I mean, even these mod. Oh, come on. That's obviously a lot of work went into this. I really dig the textures of the houses. Interesting. Nice. Or I dig it. I can't zoom in and out of the map. What the hell? It's weird. Yeah. I saw it and it seems mostly related to the story, from what I understood. The spacing in the house was strange. Yeah. Like inside? Check this one. Like the dimensions, or what do you mean? It was really bad. They made a lot of money with it, I think. A lot of people bought it. But the general feedback, I think, even on Steam, if it was on Steam, not sure, but the main platform people buy it and play it on, was really bad. No, it's not on Steam. Sorry, it's a PS exclusive, I think. And I think mostly the story was very controversial. So people got fed up, are unhappy with the story. It seems. Just my take on it. Person check tonight. Really? I don't, at least in this building, I don't see that. I don't, or at least I don't feel like. Or maybe here I'm too, this one might be too tall. I wanted to check something though, and that's actually good exercise. Oh. Why? Stupid people. Don't do that. So the model names here are GM and then on the... Why? I need to add that tree. Okay. Okay, can add it here. Okay. And the bush. Oh no, that's the tree. Bush. Good. Yeah. We got it. That's why I should use standard last name. It's a quick fix here, but let's let them off with a warning. Okay. That will work. It looks a bit too proper, but that's mainly because I'm used to Redux now. But the inside, at least, of the buildings, it's alright, it's not too shiny. Shine? Okay. Alright, I wanted to check something. I mean, to me it looks natural. A bit empty, but natural. 111. What do you mean by card? Oh, now I can. Okay. It's just incredibly laggy when I'm in the map. Yeah, absolutely. I understand that they did that, and I think they managed it well. This is kind of cool. Yeah, so in my view, this looks really good actually. It feels natural. Feels a little bit empty, but not too much. I mean, there's still details that make sense. I think that's why Liviana. Okay. Yeah. I mean, if I'd make a map, I would probably also get it as stable as possible. I mean, makes sense. Especially here where you leave it open to people to do with it what they want, you know. Obviously here probably the main goal was a military simulation. Okay, let's try to craft some of these items now. It turns out that you need to adapt all the cards for the mod. I need to do some special inclusion and coordination and categorization for different mods, yeah, and different DLCs, if you mean that. Because so in order for VA to interact with the objects, for example the buildings, I don't need to add. It automatically detects buildings, but certain objects or trees here, because they're named differently, I need to manually adjust the system. Good thing is, meanwhile, we have a lot of systems where we have some sort of auto detection, so I don't need to name every bush or every building or every object. Oh god, no. I wouldn't have the patience to create a map. Rumors. What was it? Was said on a stream, so it must be true. By the way, did anyone hear anything about the why Miss Dr. Disrespect typo guy did get banned from Twitter? From Twitch. Speaking about rumors. I don't think I have the patience to create a map. I think I would start to rush quite quickly. So yeah. Yeah, I want results too quickly. I don't have the patience to tinker too long. Well, sometimes I do with script, but different, I guess. A layered process. Yeah, I guess I can imagine. Yeah. We will get the display name of the tool we're missing, because else people get annoyed and they will not know what tool they're missing. Missing X, Y, Z, and then we have tool display name. Good. And the same we do for. Oh shit. Tool needed. That was messy. Tool needed is equal. Okay, exit with. What am I doing here? This is bullshit. This cannot work. Tool is needed. It will also check if I have the tool. That in magazines layer. The 50th rendered 3D object is not fun. Yeah, gets old, I guess. Playing God. That's the fun part, right? That's what we all want to do. Play a little God now and then. Player tool needed. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Now this is tricky because I think this will be a vehicle. FG. Plus. And we can check this with the workbench, I guess. No. That. Okay, works great. So now, no. Now it will tell you what, if you would need to be near a utility, it would tell you what utility to be near to, and if you're missing a tool, it tells you what tool you're missing. Yeah, so you start with big plans and then... I mean, often then what I see also with scripting here is like, it usually, what kills your motivation are some stupid exception tunings or like just some... If you need to bug hunt for one specific line that gives you a bug in a very specific situation, that is the stuff that wears me down usually, where I get annoyed by script. Yeah, I'd agree. Like, meanwhile, VA is very complex, and some features, really depend on other features. There's even a couple of layers of bases where that needs to be in place before a lot of scripts can do their thing. Be right back, getting something funny to drink. Funny drinks. The key is to even the smallest work every day. Yeah. To keep progress and getting stuff finished. Let me show you my funny drink. My funny drink. My funny drink. I love this. The funniest drink ever. And I'm a responsible grown up, so if I want a funny drink late night, I get my funny drink. Cheers. It's great to be adult. Right. Has anyone ever played Taunus recently? Let's check that one out. Did I crunch? I did not crunch. I only crunched my chips. It has its perks. It looks so good, right? It's awesome. You know, it's the little things in life. Um, what's Kenshi? Kenshi. I've heard that. I know Kenshi. Oh, no, I don't know it, but you mean the video game, right? Free roaming squad based RPG, alright. think I heard about it. I need to look into that. That sounds really good. Kenshi is an open world sandbox RPG developed by Lo-Fi Games. Experience the harsh and unforgiving world. Nice. Yeah, that seems to be a good role model. I agree. Holy shit. Guys, let's see if my PC explodes with VA and Taunus. Oh, that's cool. 12 years project. That's kind of cool. So is it a proper release or is it ongoing development? I mean, Jerna, we need to talk about it actually. I mean, the good tone in the industry would be to keep VA in a early access alpha version forever. I mean, if we bring out a survival mod or game like as a proper version, that might actually break the industry. Wow. Wow. Oh, is this a cave? No. Oof. Yeah. Too shiny for me. I don't like that. Yeah. I mean, I understand it's a lot of stuff going on here, but this is something that really disturbs me if the textures look like that. It's ArmA vanilla. Not complaining, obviously, but just that's something that really disturbs my eye. Early access till it die, yeah. Get some Kickstarter money or so in between. Oh wow. Oof. Yeah. That's a little better though. Okay, wow. Seems to be new. Let's tune down now. Loot a little bit. Oh yeah, I'm not going into ArmA Life. We had the discussion recently. That's not my thing. It just looks awful. Cool. Oxide objects, apparently. The last time I played Taunus, there was no furniture in the buildings. That's kind of cool. Do you know the guys from the XCAM team that did Taunus? Like, are you guys in contact somehow? I believe it's a German team. Yeah. Yeah, no. Oh god. Oh. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. From the details, probably more also a milsim thing, but I would assume that the performance is quite a challenge. Seems to be a heavy map. I don't know, kind of like it. I mean, it's a cool project. I mean, definitely a lot of work that went into this. Hell, this is cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm really looking forward to once to start playing VA on different maps, especially sort of Pacific Island maps. I kind of dig. And obviously, they have created a lot of own models. There seems to be some types have more stuff ongoing. I think someone asked yesterday in the stream if VA can run in Taunus. I guess it can, depends on the tuning and your rig. It would probably also run better on a server because it's not everything is on one client. However, it's I mean, this whole scavenging would be a bit tough. There's just not enough stuff flying around, I guess. And you cannot really spawn in scripted clutter, I believe, because that'll probably really kill the performance. Okay, they're all the same here. Interesting. I looted that. Was I here? Good. It should and yeah, it will work, but it's probably not the same. But yeah, it will work, and that's the idea, right? To be able to play on any map and get the whole survival vibe. And there is stuff. I mean, yeah, I think it could work. We can do a test session at some point. Oh, apple went bad. Didn't notice that I have an apple, but where the hell did I have an apple? Oh, I probably looted it. Okay. Nice. So that's working. The food can go bad now. Yeah, think I definitely need to do a map session. Trying on different maps. AI. Okay. Check it out. Sorry, just had to take a sip of my awesome funny drink. Yep, the spread. By the way, I checked the... I need to review the settings for the bandit camp because the spread, as you showed it, is only happening when you do not properly adjust the minimum spread distance between each site. So the one issue you reported, it can be fixed. It's not a bug or so. Why? In these maps I seem to be unable to really use my map. Oh. Let me activate source. How's the kid doing, by the way, Zen? If there's no answer, we know it's not good. Hard-coded minimum value, yeah, it's possible. But that's alright then, because you need to think about smaller maps as well, so there should be... Your values, I think it was probably the default, and my settings are not properly done. So you can manually increase it in the settings and then it works out fine. Sleeping tight, alright, great. And but if you use the minimum, then you have issues. You're just slow, okay. RS? Oh, why do I keep forgetting that? Ah. Oh.
Ready for orders.
Oh, cool. Never saw that one actually. Great, now I lost my guy.
Bereit für Befehle.
You guys notice I'm in brain melting mode again.
Bereit für weiteren Auftrag.
Speaking German. Ah.
Erledigt.
Dude, nice. Are they actual aliens? Or is it just those drones? Oh, come on, why can I not? Blah. Oh, that works now, great. Really dig those bikes. Oh. Yeah. Come on, guys. How can you miss me? Oh, the friendlies, okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it seems to work. I can barely see anything because of stupid map behavior. Come on. I really dig the woods. Also here, really nice. That seems to be a lot of clutter. Oh, there it is. Okay, they're armed. They're defending and guarding. Oh, fire's burning. Interesting. This one though. This is so weird. Ah, they're independent side, I guess. Oh no, they're not. What the hell? Stupid person. They're active, yeah. What? Ah, okay. Oh, meanwhile, you have seen. It would be cool to integrate this as a utility and to make dried meat. What, that's a crate? Okay, interesting. Didn't know that's a crate. Alright. See you later. No, do not. No, do not. Right, puking. They're not simple objects, no, no. They're not simple objects because simple objects, I believe, cannot be deleted. Yeah, you're right, yeah. And things like that cannot be simple objects because they have a... It's just weird that... Weird. Knife, yeah. Generally would need some sort of melee system, but that's a whole separate story. Isn't it, Jerna? Oh well. Oh well. Well. Do what I want. Come on. Go, here. Do that. Yeah, it I will try another model, but it usually I don't think I changed it, but I'll check. Really weird. Once I look into it, it shouldn't be a problem to figure out. Yeah, it's either it's that or it's something that I'm doing afterwards. Things like loud damage or simulation and so on. Maybe one of these things bugs the fire. So because this used to work. Yay, smoke. So I must say I really dig the countryside. I think they did that really nicely. Grass color might be a little bit too... Yeah, grass coloring is maybe something I don't 100% dig, but generally the trees and the layout I really like. Pew pew. Okay, so far so good. I wonder why these maps completely block my map item. So weird. Ah. Good to see that it works on different maps. Stein. Huge map. I kinda like Tanoa map. It's a shame the whole non-enterable buildings situation, but still fun. I do like winter maps as well as a change. So many maps. I think this one is also a cool one. And the whole isla. There's a couple of tropical islands that are also really cool. Oof. Those cup maps, I think they're all ArmA 2 ports, right? But they usually don't have interiors. Ah, what a way. Oh, close buildings. This one here. That. Well. That might not be that interesting to play on then. Hey Tommy, the bleeding system broken. What behavior do you get? Like, do you just start bleeding, or does it not bleed, or? It shouldn't be. I'm not aware of it, but it might be. And nobody has reported it. If you get random bleeds just without doing anything, then yeah, then it's bugged or broken even. I think we have it quite under control in the current alpha of the overhaul, but I remember that the Steam system is a bit different, so that might still be a problem. Dude, I'm pushing the update. I said it and never bleed. Either from zombies or gunshot wounds. Let me check. Shit, where's the bleed? Ooh. Yeah, that code is still that code is completely different. So let me quickly check the setting. Gunshot bleeding should be a thing, yeah. Yeah, I don't remember either. That's too far. So short answer is I don't remember because the bleeding system we have recently worked on is quite different from the old Steam version bleeding. So it's weird that it doesn't work at all. That shouldn't happen. However, it's very unlikely that I can fix it in the old version because I would have to replace like a lot of stuff, and that's just cannot be a priority right now. Just trying to see if there's something that might be a quick fix where you can get it to work. Is it enabled? You should have a setting. Yeah, you can only use the Steam version. The other version is not published yet. Check if it's enabled. There should be a slider 0 to 100 and enable. That would be new to me if bleed isn't working. Oh, what you can do is wait. Let me start up. Not all. Maybe you're working in the wrong setting. Make sure that you work in the server tab and you have client and mission overwritten. Nah, that's unlikely. That's unlikely that the healing rate is bigger than the bleeding. Well, it's actually possible. You're right. But you should still get some sort of emote system. See, I don't even remember what bleeding indicators we have on the Steam version. By the way, Tommy, make sure to hop on Discord after the stream. It's a good way to report bugs and to get a second opinion from other users or myself or the dude. And you know, if you want, if you're uncertain about something, it's a good place to ask and get questions. Not get questions. Ask and get answers. We're way too far away from, which is good because I consider the Steam version kind of broken. It's good that the new version is going places. Waveling in winter. I didn't know they released a winter version of Waveling. That's kind of cool. Dig the winter. Okay. Let me check. Oh, I can quickly show you. So if you could open your settings, that looks really cool actually. Wow, a dig. I want to play on a winter map with temperature setting. Ah, so much stuff to fix. Okay, so we're at, if you open your settings, you go, make sure to be on server. Most scenarios that's better. Go to bleeding and then make sure for all the options that override clients and override mission is ticked. If you do anything else, there is a chance that your settings are not applied. Enable not gaining frequency. Oh, okay, that's in. Let's try it. I don't have any zombies on shit. So that at least, if you do anything else, if you don't work on the server tab, and if your mission on client is not ticked, that will be the first thing to fix for you. Okay, and are both ticked? Mission and client? Uh, okay. You'd have the bleeding indicator. Top right, top left corner. Okay, let's try this. Drop an enemy with a low caliber gun. Let's see what happens. Oh, let us check here. So that guy's shooting at me now? Yeah, sometimes it's like small things. Dude, why are you running away from me? Shoot me. Why do you not shoot me? Maybe I made him too stupid. Come on, I'm right here. Please. Come on. Do it. Oh, you don't have any ammunition. Shit. Overdid it a little. I'm out of here. Yeah. It was out of ammo, so it was actually quite a reasonable, smart AI to do that. Oh, come on. I'll need zombies for that. So, the system works. I'm just wondering if it's... if the event handler is not triggered properly. Well, well, well. Where are my freaking event handlers at? Oh, here. Okay. So it checks if there's a projectile. You can only bleed if there's a projectile and if there's a shooter, but that should be fine. Yeah, that's possible. Could be causing the running away AI. Not sure though. I think we'll have to add a infinite ammunition or some sort of system intended to the AI that they do not run out of ammo, or at least not quickly. So it seems that the bleeding system is working. I'll need probably Ravage to test it a little bit better. But it should work. Make sure the settings are as discussed, and if it still doesn't work, let me know. Right, guys. Range of the weapons. Yeah, possible. But that will be something for another day. I think we call it for tonight. Thank you guys for joining. I wish you all a good start into the next week, for those where Monday hasn't officially started yet. And we fixed some stuff, so that's okay. Some little fixes. We fixed the bush scavenging and maybe some smaller things. I don't even remember. That's good. Alright guys, cheers, bye bye.